Hello guys, welcome back to Our Screen Reaction. Today we're watching tropes that need to stop. Damn, I can't talk today. So y'all know I watch my fair share of anime every season. Right now I'm watching ReZero and Dragon Ball Daima. That's what I'm watching. I might go back and watch other stuff like I don't know. I really know what's airing, but yeah. And in terms of like anime tropes that I want to stop, incest. Like I'm more carefully with the shows that I choose now, but back then I would just get hit out of nowhere with boom incest. Like oh my gosh, like the shows I watch now, since I guess I watch a lot of shonen, it's not like that. ReZero, as far as I know, not like that. Some weird stuff in ReZero, but I've learned to like ignore it. But yeah, let me see. He's probably gonna bring up a lot of stuff that I'm gonna talk about. So might as well get started. All right.
Anime. It's a pretty interesting genre. One of tragedy, romance,
Yeah, anime could be so
fast-paced
good.
action sequences.
Yeah.
Very complicated power scaling, and most importantly, tropes. An anime is not an anime without at least one of these tropes appearing on my screen. And I think
don't mind
the
shonen
imperfection of
tropes.
it is what makes
Really,
an
it comes
anime,
from romance
I guess
stuff.
an anime. And I'm about to break it down for you. The first one being lollies. I just have this feeling within my lower abdomen that some authors...
That's what I was talking about with ReZero. I don't know. It's just a weird amount of like those. It gets weird. Like they're like bordering on the line to where like it's weird, but like they're staying away from it. But yeah, I don't know. I like ReZero though because it has a really good story. Just sometimes they get too close, man.
Of it is what makes an anime, well, I guess an anime, and I'm about to break it down for you. The first one being lollies. I just have this feeling within my lower abdomen that some authors that make characters appear as a child, and they just so happen to be as old as the dawn of creation. I have like this unnerving feeling that these writers really strike that idea home that age is really just a number. It's unnerving to say that this happens a lot in anime.
As long as it's not
I understand there's a medical condition where someone could be 45 and still look like a kid. However, this is like insanely rare. You feel me? Not consistent.
Right.
I personally believe we need to run a full-scale background check on the writers of these shows because there's definitely a lot.
But the thing is, anime isn't real. As long as they're not like, it's not. It depends on the context. If it's just like just a normal kid, it's just a normal kid or a normal character. But if they're being weird with it, like, come on, man.
This kid, what do you think is her age without guessing what anime she's from, right?
They look like
probably
they're like
think like, okay, maybe
10.
9, maybe 7 at a stretch, maybe 10 or 11. Like, no, she's 2,000 years old. If you want to play historically speaking, right? She could have met Jesus Christ.
What? 2,000?
Realistically speaking, though. Okay, but yeah, the second thing that is just a staple on like most animes, if not all animes, is the absolute milk jugs on a girl's chest. I get it. It's fan service. Lonely men who have never been touched by a woman want to see the honkers. But brother, come on. Out of just pure curiosity, I went into incognito mode and searched.
But I don't mind it because the anime I watch just don't.
I'm not weird. I just want to understand the anatomy of some of these chicks, and it turns out it does. These chicks moving at Mach 20 with those hot air balloons strapped on their chest, and you're gonna sit there and tell me that they're still able to move that freely?
Oh, but you gotta understand, it's all just fiction.
Okay, that's a pretty solid argument. Unfortunately, there's a concept called wants and needs. So I want everyone to sit here and just beg the question. Does the girl in front
I would say
inventory stored in her chest really need her tatas to be that humongous? If you say no...
Okay, no, they don't. But isn't this a romance thing? I feel like they're the type of people to do that. Those the type of authors. But if it's like say Dragon Ball, someone just come out of nowhere with huge like gazongas, that would be weird because like that's Dragon Ball. They don't really do that. It's not. You get what I'm saying? Dragon Ball is a different type of fiction. That's like fighting fiction. The romance fiction, they're gonna appease to a certain market. Get what I'm saying? All right, you get it. You get it.
Then here's what we're gonna do: install an eye tracker to the device you're watching the anime on, and that'll kind of tell you the answer you're really supposed to be answering with. That's why it's there. Audience retention does not
I'd
only
expect
exist
that
on
from
YouTube,
like
buddy.
that
Also,
genre.
for some reason, One Piece takes this to the max with their female character designs. Like, look at her. She
But they
looks
got crazy body
malnourished. This is the
proportions
only
in
time I
general.
can see body positivity actually being beneficial in this situation. In my honest opinion, this character should canonically have a running gag in the
Yeah,
show
that
for
is crazy,
struggling to
though.
keep her back straight. It should really just tell you what this chick is visually packing. You feel me?
But
Her
literally,
shouting attack names. Why does every anime character have the overwhelming urge
No, that's
to reveal
cool.
to their enemy what their next
No, that's
move
cool.
is gonna be? Like, imagine
No,
you're in
I'm
an
sorry,
active
that's
war
cool.
zone, right? And you hear an enemy sniper from a distance, you just yell out.
Okay, see, stop trying to put anime into like real life. No, I'm not imagining nothing. It's an anime. No, it's cool.
All I'm saying, if I was in the anime, I would be so smart. Say I would say out loud, right? Rasengan or Kami Kami Ha! And what I would do is the complete opposite just to fool my opponent. When I yell out right hook, I'ma land a
They've done that
roundhouse
before.
kick to this dude's cranium. You feel me? I get it's for theatrics, but realistically speaking, if I was to yell out an attack that has meant
Oh,
to
see,
capture
that's
my
the
surprise,
problem.
then maybe yelling that move towards my target is probably not the best way to go about it. Unless you're deliberately trying to send yourself back to the lobby. IRL. These dudes really need to study up on Art of War because some people just be downright losing because of it. Number 4, fan service. For every anime that exists out there, there will always exist at least one
That's why I'm always saying this is a certain type of anime that you gotta watch. But I mean, a lot of anime got fan service. Even Black Clover got fan service. Is it too annoying for me to be like? I mean, I'd rather it not be there. I don't know. It's not for me because when I see that type, I don't care that much. But I don't know.
episode.
It's getting dark outside. You can tell, like from the start of the video until now, it's starting to get dark because I'm using the window as sunlight, and it's actually starting to get dark. I need to find another way
A
to
fan
record.
service. This can vary vastly from just a normal filler episode where nothing exciting really happens, but it just creates a bond between like everyone like in the show, or you get an entire episode that is just basically sexual or just lewd tension that is present throughout the entire episode, or it's just a beach episode. And
appreciate
that's what's sad about
character
this, that if the
interactions.
studio in question doesn't create the fan
We'll do, like,
service,
something
the
like that.
internet will do it for them. And we all know how that goes. They even did it for like the digital circus, which I don't even know how that's possible.
Yeah.
Gotta be some level of down bad to
That's
be
nasty.
indulging in that. I'm just saying.
That is-
In relation to the second
What
trope
is
I
he
pointed
doing?
out about chicks having massive tetas in their respective animes, they're doing this just for lonely men. And no, before you embarrass yourself by defending these ideas, you and I both know that the appeal between these are just to get their male audience a stiffy, bro. It's not hard to see, my homie.
Which is,
Toxic
I don't.
women-
How does that actually work? Do people like actually be like, oh my gosh, yes, I need it, Because when I see that stuff in anime, I'm just like, nothing. I'm just like, what did KSI just say? I'm sorry. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just straight faced. I don't get it.
Please. Speaking of women, let's talk about how they get away with beating men in every anime imaginable. I just know
Yeah,
every
that's
time
annoying.
Sakura would sock Naruto Falcon Punch like style, there's some chronically online radical
But I
men
guess
rejoicing
got
at the
used to
sight
it.
of a man getting demolished in this type of way. I don't know, man. Double standards are pretty stupid because if Naruto decides to hit Sakura every time he feels a little bit irritated, there would be pitchforks and cancellations at the studio's door. Man, have a chick hit me like that, bro, and I'm gonna clap back respectfully by leaving the premises and contact my local law enforcement about this, as the law would likely deal with this in a
Yeah,
lawful
yeah.
manner and justice will be rightfully served. Yeah. And the last trope that personally makes me want to just explode out of my shoes like a Looney Tunes character whenever I see it. It's when the main character on the brink of a defeat either has a flashback or gains an ultimate ability to change the
I
tide
don't
of
mind it.
the
Though.
most cliche BS I've witnessed whenever I see in any anime. I
They-
think it's supposed
they
to
just
represent
gotta
that
do it
last
right
shot
now.
of adrenaline your body is able to produce in a life or death situation, but anime takes it to a whole new
If
level.
they do it right,
I
it's
don't know,
good.
man, but whenever I get my cheeks spread out like some Nutella by an opposing figure, just for clarification, I've never been in this type of
What?
situation, I don't suddenly flash back to when my high school English teacher telling me
Yeah, it's not real. Stop trying to relate it to real life, man.
Kid, you may not see it now, but just know that you're able to adapt to any situation that you're thrown in. And that friendship and determination are the key
I'm
ingredients.
sorry. I have a comic
needed to
book.
help
I'm
you
definitely
succeed
doing this.
in any endeavor you
Because I
may
don't
come
mind
across.
it. You just gotta do it right.
But Master, when will I know when I need to use these abilities? My student, in time, you will know. Also, I gotta say this in order for the narrative to move forward. Oh, well, but never mind that now. Let me just get back into character right quick. So with that being said, go forth, my faithful student, and go find the One Piece. And as I snap back to reality, no Eminem, I suddenly find that my anus is now receiving a rectal prolapse from my opposition. Let's just take a step back for a second. If your brain is able to remember a flashback ranging from 10 seconds to a full-on minute from the time the final blow initially from your opponent starts and the final blow is now within kissing distance, that would logically mean your brain moves very fast, which now there's a hole in that predicament, because that would mean this dude that has a fast processing
the brain
brain,
does.
you gotta wonder, how did he even get himself in this predicament in the
Like
first
for the
place?
audience, it's gonna be a minute, but I feel like for them, it's gonna be like it's just gonna fly by.
Please, how are you losing, my boy? Stop remembering and start discombobulating. But that's really all I got, to be honest. Thank you guys for watching this video. And just remember that in 2019, 0.82% of households experienced a burglary in the United States. It sounds like a small number, but this amounts to 1.4 million homes that were burglarized. So make sure to check the locks on your doors before you go to bed. Nah, I'm just kidding. All right, peace.
Why do you laugh after that? Is he gonna rob me? It was a good video. Disagree with some stuff, but you know, that's opinions. But overall, good video. Let me see, is there anything he missed? I think he covered. Let me see, what's something that I don't like? I'm looking at my manga. I don't like there's some series where people don't die. I'm looking at, I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, but yeah. There's a lot of stuff where people just don't. Like, they will put characters in situations where they're like, okay, this character dies, but they just don't. I don't like that. Alright, that's it. Alright, see ya. It's dark now. Like, I started this video, it was kind of a little bit light outside. It's dark now. So, yeah.